Well, it's crunch time here at the Tribute Community Centres on Athol Street in East Oshawa. It's the Mobility Shop 3HL Champions Cup. We have one team, the London Threes, in overtime. Both games, the round robin and the semis, going to overtime. We had a hero in that one. Now we're down to the Toronto Bees and the Guelph Brewers. Toronto and Guelph, these two teams are ringing a bell. Saugeen Shores?
Yeah, Saugeen Shores. They also played in the semifinals here where the Toronto Bees came out on top and won the Oshawa Showcase. They also met at the Collingwood Classic as well, where the Guelph Brewers came up. But I don't know about you, Anthony, but this Toronto Bees team that we saw in that first game, they always pride themselves off puck possession. They pride themselves off being a good defensive team, David Blair being an athletic goalie in between the pipes. But I saw a dimension to their game that I haven't seen before, scoring off the rush, being a very good offensive team as well. You see guys like adding in a guy like Kyle McLaughlin scoring a beautiful goal. You see Ridge Garbutt with a hat trick. Jordan Reed didn't even find the back of the net, and they still managed to have 5 goals in that first game. And also, Big Game Tony is on the bench there as their head coach right now. And local legend Sean Gillespie, a.k.a. Boa, one of the best equipment managers for hockey, for lacrosse here as well. He's on the bench. So maybe he's bringing a little bit of luck to this Bees team as well. But with that being said, you've got the Guelph Brewers, who maybe went to sleep for almost, we'll say, 8 minutes of that game, turned it on, and somehow beat that Kitchener team because they are so dangerous.
They are very dangerous. We had Vinny Moranti on screen a little earlier and David Blair as well. Those are the netminders for Guelph and Toronto, respectively. The Bees, understandably, in yellow. The Brewers in black. Here we go. This is the newcomer, Troy Bars, fresh out of Sweden and some pro hockey overseas. And back goes the pass to Tapper. And it's Guelph out of the gate with some possession there. Mackey. There's an opportunity now, and the Bees defend very well indeed. And here they come the other way. Ridge Garbutt, 3 goals. Oh, he punks one off the pipe right there. So quickly coming the other way is Troy Bars. Bars now, he's being hounded. Oh, Bars still gets a great little cross-crease move in. Tucks it past the netminder.
And that's what we said. We talked about it. So dangerous in 3-on-3 hockey. You have a chance one way, goes off the pipe, and Bars goes down the other way and just slips in a little beauty backhand past David Blair.
Yes, making it 1-0 Bars. After they hit the bar at one end, the other Bars comes down and makes it 1-0 for Guelph. Toronto now. Here's Place in over the blue line. Good pass back. Here's an opportunity right now. Good screen in front there with Reed on the doorstep. That was McLaughlin who took the shot. Glock, you said his nickname is, and I can tell you why now after seeing him shoot a few times. Neat little pretend pass there. Reed. Oh, Reed explodes that and powders a puck past the netminder.
Vintage Jordan Reed with an absolute bomb from the outside. The fake little pass keeps it for himself and blasts this one by Vinny Morente. And I think you could hear the clap all the way at his house in Ajax, just down the 401.
No kidding, my friend. That was an absolute bomb. I feel sorry for the goalies with shots like that coming at them. There's one right into the midsection. Stopped and held. Dr. Blair gets a tap on the pads there from Brandon Turner. Turner now has the puck. Backhands it out, but only as far as the blue line. They're giving chase now. Guelph applying some pressure. Here is Guelph's Paroff. Towards the front of the net on the doorstep. Unable to do any more than that. Neat little move, but a great defensive play there by Kelly Jackson to take the body and get in the man's way without drawing a penalty. Now he's heading towards the net, and that just backs everybody off a little. Quit now. Quit. In back of the net. Comes to the near side, still got it. Taking a look over his shoulder. Quit. Doing another one of those little fancy moves, this one on Mackey. Throws a backhand on net. Great stop there by Moranti. Far side comes the puck. Here we go, 2 Guelph players. Oh, great defensive effort right there. Absolutely golden. And then, A goal, a beauty as well there. That would be Mr. Matt Kennedy doing what Matt Kennedy does, to quote you earlier.
Yeah, he just finds ways to put the puck in the net. A great defensive play by Ridge Garbett, but Brett Mackey finding Kennedy, just slipping that one by David Blair. 2-1 for Guelph with a ton of hockey left in this one.
3:27, here's an opportunity now for Toronto. Oh, a great job there by McLean. I'm not sure if he got a piece, but he certainly was making the Toronto player think about it. And here they come the other way, and it's Dr. Blair being nice and cool. Ridge Garbett now to quit. Garbett heads to the net. Calling for the puck is Wiseman. Wiseman to Garbett. Garbett hangs on, plays this one down. Quit had it bounce on him right as he got to his stick. Throws it in front, right across the crease there. And Eric Wiseman has the puck, protects Wiseman. This time he dishes it off. They've used that phony little handoff pass there, and right out in front, a pass went off a player, and I believe it was Mr. McLean who got in the way of that one. He's wearing the C this time. And for reasons just like that, here comes Guelph's Miles McLean, younger brother. And there's a little bumping along the wall, but it's his 2-on-1 shaping up. Here we go. Miles McLean has it. McLean can't tuck that one home. Gets knocked down on the play. I'm not sure if the goaltender got a piece, but we got a 3-on-1 shaping up right now. One player respecting the fact that this is indeed a long way to come back-to-back check, so he's backing off.
Smart play by Jordan Reed.
Yeah. And Reed now can't hang on to his man. And oh, my goodness gracious. This one is going to require somebody to come down as the big fella, Chris Chappell, gets bumped right through, and that's not Chappell's fault.
No. Adam Place bumping Chappell into Blair, and David Blair and Chris Chappell actually grew up playing hockey with each other in Ajax Pickering with the Raiders AAA all the way up. So that's why Chris Chappell looks very concerned right now, as that's one of his buddies, one of his teammates from pretty much since they started playing hockey all the way up to minor midget.
That's amazing, isn't it? Now here they are playing all these years later, and they're great competitors, and Blair seems to be okay. He is a real gamer.
We saw him go down with that. He took a shot in the neck in Saugeen Shores, went down for quite some time, came back up. I kid you not, maybe 20 seconds later, he was sprawling out, making a huge save. So we know this guy can bounce back. He's a resilient player.
He certainly is. He's an outstanding netminder, and he's the reason Toronto's doing so well, or part of the reason Toronto's doing so well.
I concur.
Yeah, here we go. Mackey now has to turn around, gather it up. He's got a man with him. It's Tapper. Goes around. Tapper now goes right through the 5-hole. And David Blair. So we have a 3-1 game with 1:29 to go.
Matt Kennedy wearing Tapper's jersey there, just squeaks it through the 5-hole. Like I said, you give Kennedy that much time and space, he's just going to find ways to score.
Apologize, I was reading the name on the sweater and not my score sheet. I do have 51 Matt Kennedy. But Tapper says, you know what? I'll take that goal. That looked pretty good.
Of course.
I'll put my name on his back if I can so I can get a few goals myself. Here we are now as Toronto now down by a pair with time winding down in the first half. Back it goes to Turner. Turner takes a look, fires a shot. It was chopped in front, but stopped more than redirected as we are getting some bit of extracurricular going on. Toronto's Kelly Jackson now. Ooh, Jackson almost outdid himself there with some fancy moves. Back to Turner. Throws that one in on net. Turner's done that a couple of times now, looking for a tip in front. Long-range shots won't fool a goaltender, but... Oh, quit! Oh, come on! Get out of town! Can we have a minute of silence for that one?
I can't hold it anymore. That goal was absolutely disgusting.
Oh,
the Memorial Cup champion, known as a defenseman, but the guy has silky paws with arguably the goal of the year there, and gives this Bees team the spark they were looking for heading into the second half.
I've seen a lot of your incredible, best goals and things like that you guys have been having from the great tour so far. That has got to be one of the finest goals I have ever seen. He sold that so well. There was a real estate agent and everything ready to buy the property. Then he's danced around them and then tucked one through the 5-hole. Absolutely sick and magic at the same time.
unbelievable. And I can't stress enough how timely that is as well.
Yeah.
You started to feel the ice shift the other way, starting to go towards all the momentum for this Guelph Brewers team. You see David Blair goes down, lets in one. The pressure, was all going for Guelph. He makes a couple big saves, and then all of a sudden, the momentum starts going back to the Bees. They can't score, and then Rob Quitt just pulls magic out of his hat with a beautiful goal there.
Holy smokes. You can't even do that in shinny. You'd like to do that in shinny.
Oh, yeah.
But, most people wouldn't fall for that. That was an absolutely nifty move on a quality player, too. Here's Quitt once again. He must be feeling good after that little move. Wiseman now looking for Quitt, and they were reading that one well. That was Troy Bars coming out to intercept. There's a pass out front. That one went off McLean as McLean gives him a bit of a cross check as he goes back behind him. Here's Bars with it once again. The Bees now watching Bars, who's already scored a goal. He opened up the scoring as Blair went down there in a bit of an awkward stumble. Blair's not feeling so good there, it looked like, after he went down. And maybe he's just shaking his head. Maybe he feels silly that he fell, but it looked like he was a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that one there.
Yes, indeed. Garbett now to Reed. Reed, instead of the slapper that he scored on, fires a wrist shot through. Is well handled. And this is well read. Speaking of that, Adam Place in the right. Place, we should call him. Oh, and then he just tried to go around his man. Chappell says, no, you don't.
Jordan Reed was looking for that one-timer there. The puck was bouncing on Place. Tries to keep it himself there, but a great defensive play.
Yeah, really good job by Chappell there. Here we go, lowering the shoulder now, going in back of the net. 13's Miles McLean for Guelph. Chappell on the near side gets the puck. Throws it back to the point. Stepping around a man. Pardon me, that's not Chappell. That is Miles McLean. Backhand. That was a weak one. We said mistakes will cost you. But it only cost the crossbar, and it's still smarting from that one. Here's an opportunity for Toronto to tie the game. Unable to do so. Good stop there. Good opportunity. Here comes 3-on-1, but off the bench. A quick little out one door and in the other kind of play. Shot in that one. He got all of it, but it made people in the upstairs portion of the arena flinch a little bit. Guelph now. A little pass, although they're all gathered on the near side there. That's the thing, when you get in motion, it's like, who do we cover? Who's got who? Mackey now. He's being well covered, speaking of covering, by Keeler. Guelph player in front of the net, waiting for it right there. He took a bump from Turner. What was this one into the corner? And we have no call on the play.
The other official, heads up call there by the other official, other side of the arena.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime a stick just goes flying out of a guy's hands, you got to assume there's a slash there. Great call by the other end official, and Ridge Garbett's going to take this penalty shot, as he should. 3 goals on the afternoon.
Garbett now, he pushes it up, skates into it. Garbett. Oh, nifty little move. You can freeze a goaltender if you can sell the shot that's coming.
Ridge Garbett, I mean, there have been so many great pickups for all these teams across the league. He's my pick for, I got to give Brandon Turner a hand picking that guy up late in the season. He has been absolutely magic for this Bees team. And he's been a great defender today, too, as well.
That's good to see, and he can score some goals, as we saw there just a moment ago. A neat little move, and there's another stick going flying, and this time out of the hands of McLean there, as he lost his stick, but I'm not really sure why, and there's a chance now for Toronto. Oh, the net's off its moorings, but the goalie knocked it off. This is getting interesting. We're going to have to start hiring lawyers to call the games with us.
The Bees not pleased about that.
No kidding.
And you know what? You can't say Vinny Morente meant to kick off the net there, but boy, oh boy, was that the perfect time for the net to come off there, because Ridge Garbett, goalie down and out, puck just in front of the crease. You know that guy's going to bury.
Vinny Morente, if you can get away with it, well done, my friend, because I got to tell you, Rich Wigmore perhaps got away with something a little earlier, and it was a very interesting call. We'll get to that in the championship game as we have some action now in front of the Bees
that
net.
would have been a beautiful pass by David Blair.
Yes, indeed.
Still worked.
Yeah. Shot coming. That was off the tip of the goal stick there, just the top of the shaft.
Talk about game of inches.
Yeah, no kidding, eh? Here is Adam Place. Place throws it into the corner. Heading after it now is Kyle McLaughlin. McLaughlin now. Leaves it for Place. Gives it back to McLaughlin. McLaughlin steps around his man. And that one rolls along the top of the boards.
Great defensive play by Adam Place there.
Chappell now in front of his net. Nearly had a stick chop. They're signifying they want to change. Reed now. Oh, it's a 4-3. What a beautiful goal for Guelph right there. Absolute beauty marker there for Greg Virgo.
Great shot by Virgo there. Just sneaks by David Blair. With 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this one, Guelph takes a 4-3 lead. Back and forth we go.
Yes, indeed. Here is Matt Kennedy, a.k.a. Tapper, because he's got the wrong jersey on. They didn't cut through the name, unfortunately. So Matt Kennedy's in the corner. He's being well covered. Although he's not, he slipped the cover. Here he comes. Kennedy tried to go right along the ice, but that went off of David Blair and up into the mesh, out of play.
Great stop there by David Blair.
No kidding. Mackey says, hey, I'm in place. Give me the puck. Whoa, a high stick. It was accidental, I believe, off of Kelly Jackson, but caught his man nonetheless.
Yeah, regardless, they're going to call that, and you got to assume that Matt Kennedy is going to be taking this penalty shot.
Now, if Mackey's cut, you get 2 penalty shots? You know, maybe a 4-minute minor or 2-minute minor?
I believe so. I would believe so.
Interesting. Matt Kennedy. Chance to really salt this one away. Kennedy does it on Blair glove side. It is not without controversy, this entire Champions Cup, is it, my friend?
No, absolutely not. But like I said so many times, Matt Kennedy's so deadly. Beautiful shot just inside the pipe. David Blair with no chance there. Matt Kennedy, 18 goals on the year now. Just absolutely disgusting.
Yes, indeed. Tapper says, hey, I'm going to let him wear my shirt more often. Blair heads to the bench. The extra attacker is now on. It was a long change here in the second, as you know. But there's a wide open net now. The captain plays it back. Here's the man who opened up the scoring. But he decides to just put it down the ice. Quit with one of the sweetest goals I have ever witnessed. Has the puck again at center. Dishes it back. 30 seconds to go. We hear from Diamond Jim Lowe. Oh, side of the net. Garbett was there. Haas got away from him. Back to Quit. Time is of the essence. You're down by 2. You better steer some pucks to the net. Reed knows that, but he can't get to it in time. Chappell loses his footing. Here we go. Troy Bars has 2 on the afternoon, and that's going to do it. Guelph sets up a game against London.
Yeah, they punched their ticket there. We talked about it so much at the start of the year, how much talent this Guelph Brewers team has and how they were pegged to be the favorites. We really didn't see them hit their stride, hit their max potential until we saw them in Saugeen, and they continued their momentum here. You got to tip your cap here to the Toronto Bees. They've been solid all season long, one of the more consistent clubs, but it just seemed like this Guelph Brewers team, too many chances in too many prime areas.
Yes, indeed. So now there's 2 with the dust clearing. It's going to be London versus Guelph when we return right after that. 3-on-3 Pro Hockey.